What up? I'm gonna address another comment. There's a guy, Alex Gray, said, what exactly is your expertise in psychology or social psychology? With your attitude, I'm gonna say none. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not reading a lot of books. As a matter of fact, I've not been reading anything for a long time. But I'm a foreigner. I'm from St. Petersburg, Russia. I've been living in Columbus, Ohio for almost 12 years of my life now. And I just saw a lot of things, okay? So, whatever I'm saying, I'm speaking from experience, from personal experiences, from knowing immigrants, other immigrants, from videos I've seen on YouTube, things like of that nature, okay? And I just saw all kinds of patterns, you know? And of course, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, there are some Americans who are friends with foreigners. And I met some good American people. And even they've been, they've been telling me, like some of my American friends who are like actually friends of the friends, very nice people. They've been telling me that, you know what, just because you have an accent, you're gonna have less preferential treatment than American people. Foreigners been saying that and Americans been saying that. And also I noticed that some of the Americans who are friends with foreigners or with from different backgrounds, they're actually the people who went through a lot of shit with their lives. So I noticed that mainstream people who don't understand anything different, they just like, oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, this guy is weird, fuck him. But people who actually have been through shit, they understand shit. Like, for example, I have friends on Facebook who have autism, and they are dating with people who don't. Guess what? People they are dating with, they have kids with autism, for example. Or people with eccentric people, like me, right? I have no problem hanging out with bipolar people, schizophrenics, autists, all kinds of weird people. Why? Because I understand it, because I'm eccentric myself. And I have easy time to hanging out with people out of extreme, like foreigners, schizophrenics, mental people, crazy people. Like, to me that's easier because I'm not a mainstream person. But for mainstream people it's like, why should I hang out with these fucking subhumans, They're not gonna say that, but that's what they're really thinking. Because they don't understand. People wanna deal with only something they understand. So that's why, like, if you're different, if you're from different country, or you have disability, or for whatever reason, if you're different, you're always gonna be misunderstood. And no matter how good you are or smart you are, people always gonna be putting you down just simply because of the fact that you're different. So it's like, it really doesn't make sense. Like, according to human psychology, if you're different, nobody likes you because they cannot relate to you, so they're always gonna put you down. And we know that from history. Like, black people were getting always bad treatment in America, and they still do, because they're a minority. People with disabilities, women, Arabs, Muslims, Jews, like all of these people who are like not a mainstream people have been getting bad treatment. Even Irish and Italians, when they first came to America, Catholics, they've been not getting the best treatment. So if you're different, you're always gonna get less preferential treatment, right? And it's just a human nature. So, and now we're promoting multiculturalism. So we're basically saying that, you know what, it's good to be different. Hell yeah. I want everybody to be different. Gay pride, this and that. Oh, I'm proud to be schizophrenic, autistic, or Russian, or Jewish, whatever your difference is, okay? People just proud of all these things. But when people are actually working with these people who are different, they're still getting less preferential treatment. So it's like, on one hand, they're telling, oh, we love multiculturalism, that's so great. I'm so happy to be working with people from different backgrounds. But when the people are actually experiencing working with people with different backgrounds, they're like, fuck that. This guy is weird. Why he's acting this way? Oh, he has different approach. I won't deal with him. Fuck that. And they're always treating that guy like a bad guy. So it's like they're like, oh, come in, be with us. And when you come in, they're like, oh, fuck you. We're just gonna be tolerating you because we have to, but in reality we don't even like you. We cannot relate to you, we don't understand you. And we feel like you're a complete piece of shit, but we're just gonna tolerate you. And we're gonna treat you like piece of shit, but we cannot fire you because you're different, because if you do that, we're gonna be bunch of bigots, but yet, you know what, we don't like you. So we're gonna try to fire you, but, you know, we can't, and we're gonna be trying to avoiding you. So it's like people welcome you at first, but then they're like, fuck that, let's just stay away from this guy. And that's just how it works. So at first they just mistreat you and this and that. And if you just go through all of that bullshit, they just like leave you alone in your zone, and they just like, fuck this guy, hell with him. You know. And that's just how it is, you know. So all of this love for diversity and multiculturalism, it's only love of visual attributes you can see. But once you actually gonna know what it is, all the love disappears. And all the tolerance goes down the drain. And when people find out who you are, it's just like, okay, let me just hang out with my people. I don't understand this guy, just leave him alone. At first they're gonna be like trying to change you, mistreat you, this or that. But once they understand that, you know what, he's just different, they're just like, okay, just leave this guy alone. So you're still gonna be isolated if you're different. So because people wanna be with people they can relate to. Nobody wants to deal with somebody who is just like they cannot relate to. They're gonna be trying to change you, mold you into what they want you to be, but if they see that they cannot do it, they're just gonna leave you alone. And that happened to me too, like that girl at FedEx. I didn't like the way she was acting and stuff. I wanted to be her friend, but I didn't like the way she was acting, and she was not acting the way I want her to act, so I was getting mad because I couldn't be her friend, but then in the end of the day I was like, you know what, it's not gonna work. And that's what happens, you know. I've been through it, a lot of other people been through it. And sometimes it's not necessarily people are bad, sometimes it can be good people too, but they just, you know, not everyone is compatible. So if you're saying yes to multiculturalism, you're basically saying yes of two people who are incompatible working with each other. You are basically saying yes to something which cannot coexist, and it just doesn't work. So let me know if your expertise in psychology tells you any different, Mr. Alex Gray. Also, please let me know how many actually close friends you have who are foreigners. I'm not talking just general acquaintance or work colleagues. I'm talking like close friends. Let me know. I'm really curious to know, okay? That was it, guys. I'm out. Have a good night. All the best to you guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Later.